everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video, hope you enjoy.
Laugh, like me and my buddies, we laugh because, you know, we used to go up to either one of you and say, oh, how do I get out of, you know, this arm bar, or how do I get out of this triangle, or, you know, and you would look at us, either, you know, Eduardo or Anton, and you go, just don't get there in the first place.
There's so many memes about this type of response. Like, there's so many memes and funny jokes about this response.
You made the mistake 3 moves or 4 moves ago. Once you're there, just tap and move on.
But they're talking about like the most extreme example. Yeah. Like, my arm's fully locked out. There's no bend in my arm at all. I'm about to break my elbow. All right, what do I do?
Yeah.
It's like, man, like
tap.
Yeah, that's probably the only way you're going to get out of there.
Yeah. The other thing that I just really wanted to, that I think about a lot. So in Australia, we have this culture of, hey, if you're big and strong, you're a cool male. Yeah. You know, like, hey, if you play rugby, if you know, do all this stuff, you're cool. But jiu-jitsu, every body type has its advantages and disadvantages. So what I've seen since I've started is I've seen guys that in that, oh, you know, if you're not 6 foot whatever and you know, cut, if you're 5'6" and little, that you might not have been any good on the rugby field or anything like that. There's a spot for you in jiu-jitsu because you can move a lot faster than the 6'4" guy.
Yep.
You know, and for me, it's so humbling to have a guy that's 5'5" submit me, because my disadvantage is I'm old, my legs, I've got heaps of space, so he's fast, he moves around. And you watch how good it is for them, you know, their sense of pride that, hey, you know, Australia values these warriors, you know, and here I am, a warrior, because I know my game and I know how my game works. My game's a fast game, you know, like, that's really cool.
And that's another intricate about the jiu-jitsu game that I found so interesting. Like, you're not only trying to develop your game and develop techniques and understand concepts so your game can go through the roof, but you also having the importance of analyzing the other people's game that are close to you as well, or someone that you're going to compete with, because depending the body shape and the positions that the guy does, like, you're going to have to bring your different game to face that person, you know what I mean? Just so strategic at the same time, you know what I mean? You can train starting that person from bottom half and you can do really well, and then you let the person put you in close guard to start and do really bad, you know? So, and a lot of people don't go to that extent when they don't think about this, the next level, you know, to observe when the guy training, that there's normally a very similar pattern, or what the guy is good at, so I'm not going to get in there. If I get there, what I do. I think this is a lot of thinking to be done, you know, which is super amazing.
Yeah, I think it's good to note that, like, every body type's going to have, like, again, like I said before, there's no good one and no, this one's better than this. Like, everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses and stuff. I would say that, like, that, like, demographic or individual, that archetype of person you're talking about, like the big, strong, athletic male type thing, I think that's always been, like, the desired male physique. So I don't think it's exclusive to Australia. I think that's always been the way it is since the beginning of time. Now, I think historically that meant, like, you know, a powerful guy that was a leader and, like, you know, the chieftain of a tribe or whatever. But you can absolutely overcome that with technique. And that's why I would say, like, for a lot of more power sports like rugby or you know, athletic pursuit-based sports, there's skill involved in it, of course, but it still focuses more on the athleticism. Whereas jiu-jitsu, you can supersede athleticism with technique and understanding. And that's the cool thing about, again, empowering an individual. This is real empowerment, not the manifestation bullshit and the woke crap that everyone talks about now with empowerment. Like, giving people power in their own life to, like, if you do understand well enough and if you rehearse the movements well enough, you can submit somebody way bigger than you. Holy shit. Jiu-jitsu works. There's reason behind this. And that, I think that's what you're kind of touching on, and that is really cool, and that is really powerful, and that is really confidence building. Like, man, you can give somebody control in their life if they work hard and they do the things they need to. If they understand and they work hard and rehearse and improve themselves, they can defend and do this. And like he's saying, yeah, there's always commonalities in body types and things. You can analyze everything and you can predict things based off that. Guys that are smaller or more flexible are generally going to be better in this situation. And guys that are really long and lanky and have this, they're going to be better in these scenarios. And a guy that's really thick and stocky and powerful, they're going to be better here and here. And yeah, sometimes it's just getting to a position where it favors you and it doesn't favor them. And that's what's going to lead to success or winning or whatever.
It's really quite funny because there's always that debate, isn't there, about, does technique win out over,
to some point, to some extent. Yeah.
And I do remember probably 2 years ago, it was a class, and there was a guy turned up, and he was, as you said, the ultimate athlete. He was pumped. He was 6'4". He was solid, and he rolled with one of the smaller guys within the club. And the roll, everyone's rolling. It was kind of roll time, and the roll kept going. And pretty much everyone on the mat stopped and watched this pair roll because it was the question of, here's David and Goliath. It was a true David and Goliath on the mats. And the guy that was new, did everything, muscles, and he was bench pressing the little jiu-jitsu guy off him, like throwing him through the air, and he'd fall and he'd come back, and just pure physical, and the whole gym was stopping and watching, and next thing, the smaller guy's on top again, and he bench pressed him and he threw him in the air, and as he's in the air, he grabbed his arm, did an arm bar on the way down. Next thing, the guy's tapping, we're like, technique does work, it was a David and Goliath. Never saw that guy, never came back again.
See, that's the problem I was going to mention. I see that happen many times.
Handle it.
Yes, with extremely like guys with amazing physique that are used to do weights at the gym and look at themselves in the mirror. That can be too much for the ego. That's a bash on the ego that they cannot come out. Sometimes, of course, people stay, but I've seen happen as well.
That happens in every situation. That's just somebody that has like a high level of immaturity as an adult. Like, they've never had to adjust their stuff like you had to when you got too tired from drinking and stuff like that, because they've always gotten by with their stuff. And you can use other parallels. A real pretty girl, she's never been told no or never been told off. The moment that happens for the first time, it's going to be a catastrophic situation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when you don't experience hardship or you don't put yourself in challenging situations, you don't grow as an individual. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.